So, you're here because you need some March Madness help. And lucky for you, I got you. So what's up everyone? It's your boy Cello. Today we got a special edition video. Like, this video is going to be top notch. I'm gonna help you guys with your March Madness brackets, predictions, and although I'm not a sports analyst or whatever, I know my basketball. I play basketball, so I'm going to help you guys with your picks if you guys are struggling with any of them. And I'm going to show you my predictions throughout the whole bracket. So I'm going to give you the reasons why I like this team and why I think they're going to win. And I'm going to look at their stats and their records. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy. Subscribe, and let's get into it. Alright guys, so we have our bracket set up as you can see here. So let's get into it. So I'm going to be stopping after every section is done. So if I'm done with the West, I'll pause it, and then down with the East, I'll pause it. So basically you guys kind of get the hang of it. So we will start off with the West. So our first team that we will be putting is Gonzaga. Obviously, I think all of the 1 seeds are going to easily win. They're all solid this year. Gonzaga is solid. They have insane players. I've seen them play many times. And Gonzaga is always good. So, first pick, Gonzaga. So, alright, so I just moved the bracket up so now you can see. And we will write Gonzaga. I'm going to write this on paper first, and then obviously I'm going to transfer it into the ESPN bracket. So next we have Oklahoma and Missouri. I'm going to go do research on this one, and I'll get back to you as soon as I'm done. Okay, so I did my research, and I found out that Ohio lost by 2. I found out that Ohio lost by 2 to Illinois. Even though it's at the beginning of the season, that looks promising. And I looked up Virginia, and they lost to Duke. Duke is not in the tournament, and they lost many games to top tier teams. So for this one, I got an upset alert. Here we go, first upset alert of the day. We got Ohio beating Virginia. And for the Wichita State Drake game, I have Wichita State winning, not only because I'm a fan, but they beat Houston, I'm pretty sure. And just watching them play is so much fun. And I'm not trying to be biased here, but USC isn't the best to me, I don't think. I feel like Wichita State can compete with those top tier teams. And if they win, which I think they will, Drake is in the Missouri Valley Conference, I think. But let me look it up. I don't know what the MVC is. Maybe it is. But even if I'm wrong, I think Wichita State will beat Drake. And I feel like if Wichita State plays USC, they will win. So that is my upset right there. I'm going to go Wichita State. And our bottom half of the bracket, obviously we have the Oregon VCU game. But I'm going to do Iowa, obviously, over Grand Canyon. A lot of people say that there will be an upset, but Luka Garza is a beast. He's a stud. So let's do some research for the Oregon game. Let's go. Alright, so I just looked up the schedule for VCU, and they have not played the best teams. I don't even think they even played a ranked team besides West Virginia towards the beginning of the season, but they lost by 12. So I'm going to go with Oregon. So, yep. They've also played, I don't know if I was recording or not, but I'm going to go with the Oregon Ducks here, as I just said. I don't know if something cut out, but yes, I'm choosing Oregon over VCU just because of the tougher opponents that Oregon has played, and VCU has only played one tough opponent, which was West Virginia this year. That was in a top 25. So now we're going to go through and do the rest for the West. So that wasn't a pun, but like, you know what I'm saying. But all right, obviously Gonzaga, Oklahoma. I'm going to go with Gonzaga. And then Creighton and Ohio. I'm gonna go Creighton with this one. All right, Wichita State, Kansas. This is another tough one too, just because I'm a fan. Obviously, I'm gonna go with Kansas. All right, and then Oregon, Iowa. Obviously, Iowa. Luka Garza's a stud. And then Gonzaga, Creighton. I'm gonna go with Gonzaga, obviously, and then Iowa, Kansas. I'm gonna look up Kansas real quick. So let's see. Let's see who they have played. They lost to Gonzaga, but Gonzaga beat Iowa. I'm going to have to go with Kansas beating Iowa. As much as I love Luka Garza, man, I don't know. Kansas is good, but let's look up Iowa. Alright, I changed my mind. I'm going Iowa. And out of this, I'm going to go with Gonzaga. Sending Gonzaga to the Final Four. So that is our West bracket. Now we are going to go to the East. Okay, so now we are on the East side of the bracket. And obviously I told you in the beginning the 1 seeds are not going to lose. So we are going to go Michigan. There we go. Alright, next we got LSU and St. Bonaventure. So I know this is an upset game as well, but as I said before, I'm going to look up all the schedules and I'll get back to you. Alright, so even though St. Bonaventure could upset LSU, I don't think they will, because I don't know, LSU is just a tough team. They're in a tough division. The SEC is tough, and obviously just those teams just go at one another. So even though this is risky, I don't know. I think I am going to go with LSU for sure. All right. Next, we got Colorado and Georgetown. I don't know too much about Georgetown, but I know that they're in a hot winning streak. But if we look at their schedule, let's see. They lost, but they won twice against Creighton and Villanova. No, They actually won 3 times. So, Georgetown they could go on a run, but Colorado. I don't know too much about Colorado, so I'm also going to look them up as well. And they beat Oregon. But other than that, they beat USC. They beat USC again. Man. You know what? Oh man. I think that runs over. I'm going with Colorado. Yeah, I don't know. Georgetown, I don't know. Oops, it keeps on falling. Okay. Next, we got Florida State and USC Greensboro. I think this is the easy one. Florida State is always been good. I love Florida State. There's a good team. And I heard today that their average height is like 6'8", 6'9". I don't know if that's true or not, but either way, that's so impressive. And next is BYU, Michigan State, UCLA. So if Michigan, oh my gosh. Okay, so if Michigan State wins, that's who I'm going with. But I don't know if UCLA is good. So if UCLA wins, maybe they have a shot at beating BYU. Okay, UCLA lost to OSU, which is good. Oh man, they're on a losing streak. Oh man, I don't know who. Michigan State's on a run though. I don't know who BYU has played, but I don't think they're in that good of a conference, I don't think. So they beat San Diego State. They lost to Gonzaga. They lost to Gonzaga by 10. That's pretty impressive, but I'm going to have to go with either Michigan State. I'm going to go with Michigan State. I think they'll come out with a dub. I think they'll win, and I think they'll beat BYU. They've been on a roll. So I'm going to go with Michigan State. Sorry for the messy handwriting. Next is Texas and Albany Christian. Texas has just been so good, so I'm going to go with Texas. UConn and Maryland. This is going to be a tough one. And Alabama, Iona. This is the one that I think will shock you guys. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so I just looked up and Maryland did beat Wisconsin and they beat Illinois this year. So another upset, I'm going to go with Maryland. Alright, sorry for the terrible handwriting, oh my gosh. But Alabama and Iona. So I know that Rick Pitino coaches Iona, and I don't know who they play or what division they are in, but a lot of people are saying that they can upset Alabama, and I just don't know if I don't know, it's just so tough because Alabama did beat Tennessee, they lost to Missouri, they lost to Arkansas, they beat South Carolina, they beat LSU. Like, they're a solid team, but I just don't see Iona winning. That's the only thing. But part of me is telling me I should go with Iona, but nah, I'm gonna go with Bama. Alright, so now let's go through this and let's see what happens. So Michigan, LSU, obviously Michigan, they are solid this year. Colorado and Florida State. I'm going to go with Florida State. And then Michigan State and Texas. Oof. See, I don't know about this. Texas is playing really good. I'm going to go with Texas. Yeah, I think they'll end that run. Maryland and Bama. Alright, so now we got Michigan and Florida State. Michigan. And Texas and Bama. I'm going to go Texas. Okay, so now I'm going to look up Texas and see what they have done this year. But I think these guys can make a run. They beat North Carolina, lost to a good Villanova team, beat Kansas by a lot. I mean, they've played good teams. They beat Kansas. And they beat Oklahoma State. Like this team is solid. They beat Texas Tech. But Michigan though, like Michigan did lose to Ohio State. Go Buckeyes. But are they good enough? Wow, they lost to Minnesota though. And they beat Wisconsin, beat Ohio State, lost Ohio State. But man, just Michigan is so good. They are so good. So, man, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going with Michigan. And then on this side, we got Michigan versus Gonzaga. I'm going to go with Gonzaga. Alright, so now we are on the south side of the bracket. So obviously Baylor, 1 seed, always going to win this year. Next we got North Carolina, Wisconsin. So I'm going to do my research and I'll be right back. So I also did my research on the next game, Villanova and Winthrop, I don't know. But for the Wisconsin North Carolina game, I'm going with Wisconsin. Then Villanova and Winthrop. I know Colin Gillespie. My sister's a Nova fan, but I'm going with the 12 seed in this one. I have a good feeling that Villanova will lose. They just have not been the same since Colin got hurt, which is sad. And I don't know if he was their leading scorer or whatever, but he's just a solid player. So I'm going with Winthrop. And then North Texas, Purdue. I'm going with Purdue, obviously. Purdue's always been good. Then Texas Tech and Utah State. So I did watch Utah State this weekend, and I don't know if they're that good. I mean, they beat San Diego State, and San Diego State's pretty good. So I don't know. Their big guy is so good. But let's look up Texas Tech. And Texas Tech was good 2 years ago. But I mean they've played good teams. They played like Kansas, played Texas, played OU. Like they have played good teams. Personally, I don't think Utah State is going to win. So I'm going to go with Texas Tech in that one. Next, we got Arkansas and Colgate. I don't know who Arkansas has played, so let's look. All right, so Arkansas is like the real deal. I think they beat Missouri and they lost Tennessee by like 5, so which is okay. And Colgate. I think people say that this will be an upset, but I'm pretty sure like Colgate really hasn't played anyone either. I mean, Colgate like beat Army a few times, but my gosh, they went by like 30, went by like 50, like oh my gosh. I don't know if Colgate though is enough to beat Arkansas, so I'm gonna go with Arkansas. I know a lot of people are picking up the upset with Colgate, but I'm gonna play it safe. Next we got Florida and Virginia Tech. I'll do some research on that, but obviously I'm gonna go with OSU. Go Bucks. So let's do some research. So Virginia Tech and Florida. So I did my research and I gotta go with Florida. I know, but Florida is a solid team. I mean, they played Tennessee like numerous times, and Tennessee's always been good. So I'm going with Florida. So let's fill out the rest of the bracket. We got Baylor and Wisconsin. I'm going with Baylor. I just hit the camera a little bit, but we got Baylor, Purdue, and Winthrop. We got Purdue. And then Texas Tech and Arkansas. I'm going to go with Texas Tech. And then we got Florida and OSU. I'm going to go OSU. We got Baylor and Purdue. I'm going with Baylor. And then we got Texas Tech and OSU. I'm going OSU. And you know what? OSU is a good team. I think when they are on and they're having a good game, I think they can beat teams by a lot of points. So Baylor. Who did Baylor lose to this year? Let's do some research. Baylor. I think Ohio State has a shot. I think Ohio State has a shot at beating Baylor. I don't know. Baylor is really good though. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like literally every team they basically played, they've won. But they did lose to Kansas and they lost to Oklahoma State. Ooh. Who did OSU? Who did OSU lose to though? They lost to Purdue. Lost to Michigan and lost to Illinois. But they beat Illinois though. So I'm gonna go with an upset here. I'm gonna go OSU over Baylor. I'm calling it. OSU over Baylor. Let's go Bucks. Even though Baylor is good, I just think when OSU makes their threes, they are in the they stay in the game. They literally went 1 for 10 against Illinois in like the first half from 3. If they would have made those, like, it would have been insane. They would have blown them out. They were down by 17, and they came back and lost by 3 in overtime. So I'm going with OSU. Now, this is where it becomes tough. So I like Illinois a lot. They are really good. And just watching them play against OSU, I become a fan. So obviously, I'm taking Illinois. Next, we got Loyola Chicago and Georgia Tech. So let's do some research. So, as much as I want to pick Loyola Chicago, I can't. Georgia Tech is too nice. They are a good team. I'm going with Georgia Tech. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Loyola, but I don't think this year, as much as I want to, I don't know. I just can't. Georgia Tech is beating too many good teams. Like, let's see the percentage. Ooh, they're actually supposed to win. So we're the underdogs here. I think Georgia Tech will win. Okay, next we got Tennessee and Oregon State. I'm going to go with 10. Tennessee. I'm going to go 10. Why did I do it like that? I'm going to try 10. Okay, Tennessee. Got Oklahoma State and Liberty. I'm going with Oklahoma State. I mean, Cunningham's a beast. You can't go wrong with him. He is showing out, and it's just fun to watch him play. So, you know what? Why not? Syracuse and San Diego State. This is another upset right here. My man Buddy is a bucket. He is so good. I know San Diego State. So San Diego State, they can shoot the three. They can do all that. But, man, like, Syracuse is a good team. Like, Buddy is so good. So I'm going with the upset here. I'm going with Syracuse against San Diego State. So, we got West Virginia against Morehead State. I don't know who Morehead has played. I don't know if they're good. They did lose to Clemson, but I just can't see them beating West Virginia. West Virginia's a good team. So, going West Virginia. Next is Clemson and Rutgers. We're going to go do research. We got another upset for you guys. We got Cleveland State over Houston. Nah, I'm playing about that. We got Houston over Cleveland State. And we got Rutgers. Yes, I know. But Rutgers is going to win. Trust me on this. They played so many good teams. At least in my opinion. If you don't believe me, go ahead. Don't. But if you want to, you could. But nah, I'm going to go with Rutgers. So, Georgia Tech versus Illinois. I love Illinois. They are so good. Tennessee over Oklahoma State. Who has Tennessee played? I don't think I have looked them up yet. So, I mean, they've always been good in the past. Okay. No, yeah, I'm going Oklahoma State. Next, we got Syracuse and West Virginia. I don't think I looked up West Virginia either. So, West Virginia. Let's see who they've played. I don't know if they played anyone good. They lost to Gonzaga by 5. That's pretty good. I don't know, man. Let's see what Syracuse got. Alright, I'm gonna go with another upset. You gotta have some upsets, so I think Syracuse will beat West Virginia. I know. I don't know. I think it's gonna happen. Then we got Houston beating Rutgers, obviously. and we got Illinois. This is going to be a good game, but I think Illinois will stop Cunningham, but Syracuse and Houston. Obviously, I'm going to go Houston. Houston's always been solid. And I'm going to go with Illinois against Houston. Alright, so this is the final. OSU or Illinois? I love Illinois. Man, I don't know who is going to win, but leave in the comment right now who you think I'm going to pick. Am I going to pick Gonzaga or Illinois? Okay, let's get into it. You know who I'm picking. Illinois. That is my champion right there. This is my bracket. I love Illinois. They are so good. Like, they have good guards. They have shooters. They have big men. Like, they are just an all-around team that can compete, and they just have to play on their game and they will win. They are so good. And this is my bracket. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I have my upsets. So yeah, I think hopefully this is right. But you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think of my bracket. I had a blast doing this. Hopefully you guys had a blast too. So once the tournament's over, go over all of our picks, and yeah, I'll let you know how my bracket did, and let me know how your bracket did as well, and hopefully I helped if you were struggling with some of the picks. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this March Madness prediction. I know I had 1s and 2s pretty much in the Final Four. I had 1, 2, I think it was Ohio State, and then Michigan, Illinois, Gonzaga. They are all good teams for number ones. They are solid, and they're just fun to watch. And I really think Michigan will make a run. A lot of people say that they will lose, but I think they will make a run. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I had a blast making it. And just this made me so happy. If you guys want updates throughout the tournament, like my reactions or anything like that, please let me know in the comments. I have my upsets, no big ones sadly. And actually, yeah, I do. I have some big ones, like Ohio. But hopefully you guys enjoy, and sell out.